Hey there everyone, NoDMAA here coming at you with a black Eosmon deck. So this has been a pet project of mine since the format started and before it even started with all the delays, so I've been working on this for a while. And I played it today. Well, today's December 5th, so I got second place with in the tag team format with Hexablau, and we ended up barely winning every game until the last game. So we were on the streak. So let me show you what the build is. So we played against Gabu Bond and Hexablau again, and Alpha and Black Royal Knights, and then Black Royal Knights again and Jesmon. So we played against some pretty high tier decks actually. And Eosmon was carrying. I was not wrecking them, but I was hurting them with Hexablau. So I run for the Chikurimon because of that security, even though I have never seen this in my security. It will happen someday, so that's why I run 4, just because, yeah, I never actually have seen it in my security yet for that Digimon 1. Chumon is MVP of today's locals. This dude was, working for me, working against me in the Black Royal Knights build. This dude was just stopping stuff, and then Sora and Joe was just, ripping sources. I was like, this is ridiculous how many blue players I'm playing against, and how many blue players like my partner. And then 2 Mechanorimon, which came up. All these came up. Oops, that's a glare. 2 Mechanorimons. So all this has come up. I think I actually got off this inheritable 2 for Pagumon. Whenever one of my Digimons delayed, it would always end up being Chumon too. I just add to my hand. I'm like, oh thanks man. This thing is supposed to whiff, but I'm like, I guess it works sometimes. So yeah, this is the reasons why I play these is because it's supposed to be in security, but never is for me personally. So the idea is supposed to be their opponent's supposed to trigger it, and then DD12 1 just to troll them. But I have never seen this in my security, not once. I always start with 3 of them in my hand, and then Chumon 2. I'm like, you guys are supposed to be in the security. And then 4 Morphomon, of course. Let's move on along. You know, on deletion, reveal top 5, grab Miona or Eosmon, I believe. Yeah, when did you want the Eosmon name? Yep, and Miona. Yep. So this card's good just because you really want Eosmons and the Miona Tamer. The Miona Tamer is so crucial. Like, once the decks come out and stuff and we start getting more product, I'm thinking about adding in, some more tech. But let's keep going with Eosmons first. I run, obviously, 4 of the level 4 Eosmon. Level 4 Eosmon, on play, you may play a White Tamer from your hand that's 4 cost or less. And then your opponent can play a Tamer too. So that's essential because being able to let your opponent play a Tamer counts for the Eosmon level 6. Because it says for each Tamer in play. So it counts your opponent's board too. Which is very helpful. It came up. And then the inheritable is when you swing, you can play a White Tamer from your hand. That's dope. Let me give him a big stack. Eosmon. Eosmon. Big stack. I run 15 of it. I run 15. I might cut it down to 12 or 13 just to add in some stuff. Just because I'm trying to find room for other stuff right now. And I'll get more into that in a sec. But this dude was MVP. This guy was just wrecking Hexablau. Just because Hexablau was all like, these dudes can't swing. And I'm like, Digivolve, put all of them in there, delete Hexablau. And then, that's happened a couple times. In today's locals, when I was test playing with Vibro, it's come up. This level 6 Eosmon is deadly. Do not underestimate it. And then the +1 security is nice. The only reason I didn't win the final round against Geobud is because, yeah, he just outplayed me, to be honest. Outplayed us. Yeah, just because Jesmon and Black Royal Knights, combo worked really well with the Sister Mons. But, yeah, let's keep going here. This is where I need to do a couple of change-ups. So I really need to see for this Miona. She is put right here. She's a memory setter. And whenever you play an Eosmon, you can tap her to look at top 3 and grab an Eosmon and or White Tamer. Yeah, either or. So grab a white tamer or any tamer. Doesn't even have to be white. Add one tamer card or one card Digimon card with Eosmon's name. Then place the rest at the bottom. Oh yeah, and then it stops Tamer Storm coming back up. That hasn't come up. That didn't really come up at all because I didn't have Miona during the entire locals. I got second without her. I didn't see her at all. I was like struggling to get memory just because I was not starting with her. I always had Matt and Tai though. Oh, God, I always had Matt and Tai. Making me think I should run more Tamers, but like I don't want to run more Tamers at the same time because it's like I only want to see her. So like that's why I'm thinking about adding in like an Agumon searcher or literally him, not Gabumon. Gabumon's too expensive, but like the Agumon on play, look at top 5 just to find where my Tamers faster. I'm thinking about stuff like that, or even running like where'd he go? This card right here, running Izzy and Joe, just because if your opponent has 2 or more Digimon in play, gain 2 memory. That would help a lot because when I was teaming with Hexablow, I was using the heck out of those memory boosters, the Howling, just to be able to Digivolve into this and still be my turn. And then Iron Fist is amazing. I use this to kill in Hexablow and Alphamon. Like, he's come up. 3 Ultimate Flare. This card's come up a lot too. This is why I lost to Geobud's team. I hit his own Ultimate Flare and that messed me up big time. I was like, man, rip. And then this card came up too. I won the game because I Zuba punched out Hexablow when I teamed up, and I was like, bro, I need one more security plus, and then Zuba punch came up. I was like, yeah. But yeah, this is the Eosmon build. Basically, just spam the Eosmons, and then play your options if need be, and then Chumon stops. This Chumon is MVP actually. This dude stops blue so hard. And we were playing nothing but blue today. I was like, there was so much blue. Hexablow and Gabumon. I was like, why are there so many of you out here? And Chumon. And then the Jikurimon. That the purpose, I'm still keeping it at 4. I just wish it was in my security like at least one time. Time Matt came up too because of the matchups, because they had 6 and 7s out, so it's like I was getting 2 memory off that. That rarely shouldn't have worked. He's just kind of here. But yeah, I really do want to fit in Izzy and Joe. I think this is like the major addition I want to put in the deck, just because being able to have this tamer would be dope. Because getting that 2 memory would help a lot, especially when your opponent would most likely have 2 or more Digimon in play. Like the odds of them not having 2 Digimon out are like slim to none, and if they have no Digimon out, I'm already winning. You know. But yeah, there's nothing much else I would change. I thought about Takumi Aiba, but Gilbert suggested that I don't run that because of you might want to rush with your Morphomon or your Chikurimons, and I'm like, yeah, I can see how that can backfire because losing memory is not what I want to do. But yeah, that's like the only addition, just trying to add in Izzy and Joe, like literally, or the Agumon searcher, just to hit Miona sooner, faster. I mean, this works too, but I never see her either. Like, that's a problem. I never see this in security. I never see her in my hand. I might add in a Wormmon too, but like, I don't need more Digimon. I really need to find this tamer. This tamer, like when I start spamming, she is so good. Like when I was playing against Gilbert, I had 3 out. Every time I played one, I tapped 3 and just get more. Like, keep adding these. There's so many. This deck is like crazy. It got me 2nd place with Hexaplow. I was like, this deck is insane. Oh man, I enjoyed it. It's very fun. But yeah, that's the build. I could see reasons you could run Takumi. I just don't want it to backfire me and make me lose memory if I need to rush with my rookies. Zuba Punch is debatable. It did come up, but if you use this on this dude, like, you're gonna go strong. Like, plus I rarely see the Zuba Punch anyway. I always see my Ultimate Flare and my Iron Fist, but I barely see the Zuba Punch. And when I do see the Zuba Punch, I never have my level 6, but I'm ready spam winning with the level 5s. I don't know, this deck is just a lot of fun, to be honest. And has it's just great. Ultimate Flare for days. Can't wait for y'all to see the gameplay where I just Ultimate Flared All Force twice. Yeah, man, my V-Bro really loves All Force. Thus, the name V-Bro. But yeah, that's my Black Eosmon build. Let me know in the comments what you think, and maybe you can try it out, have suggestions. I don't know, Eosmon is very, very flexible. It can be literally in any color. You can make like security control out of it. You can literally do a lot with it. I mean, the possibilities are endless. Like, did you see that Gabuban Eos and Aguban Eos builds from like Digipanda and Taste of Victory? Oh my god, like there's so much creativity out here with this Eosmon. So yeah, that's what I got for y'all. Thank you all so much for watching. I got more things coming for the channel, Digimon TCG. Like, I got more tech profiles like Red Jesmon. I got gameplay coming up. So, yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing what you all think. Alright, see y'all next time.